Good evening, gentlemen. It is your boy Sir Yudis. Welcome to Yudis News. And today's topic for today is who's real and who's a deepfake? I think this is the perfect time to talk about it because I'm sure some of you guys heard about what's going on with OnlyFans. We will go through that first. And then me and the Grey Ghost, because he's here, we are going to go through of why deepfake is good and bad, mostly bad. But we will speak about both sides of the aisle and we'll get to the meats and potatoes of is deepfake a double-edged sword? Let's find out. But before we begin, let me go ahead and shout out my boys. I already know Frost is here. What's good, Frost? What's good, Revin? Mr. Pliskin, welcome back. What's going on? Lego, my Ego, what's going on, dude? Alec, of course. Welcome back. Go Shura, Prime. See a lot of OGs up in here, ready to hear me and the Grey Ghost chop it up. Ringneck, what's going on, man? All right, that's pretty much it. Small crowd tonight, but it doesn't matter because guess what? We got some good news. Good things to talk about. So I am going to bring in the one, the only Grey Ghost. What's going on, man?
Hey, good evening. Yeah, bit of AI experiments. Temperature's about to drop to negative fuck you. So
Negative fuck you.
Believe me, we're talking comparable to Antarctica here.
I somewhat can relate a little bit. not in Antarctica wise, but yeah, just a little bit. But right now, I believe this is the best time to talk about deepfake because I really do believe deepfake very soon. I would say within the next 20 years, even earlier, deepfake may get so well done that the masses who can be easily fooled, they won't be able to tell the difference of who's real, who's not.
Honestly, I think we've already crossed that point. I've already seen some stuff that might have been deep fake, like video footage where the transition of the face was just a little too smooth.
I got a few examples if you want to go through it. It's just quick video, not a whole documentary.
Yeah. No, if you got it, I'm gonna see if I can pull mine up too.
Okay, so we are gonna go way back. Well, I mean 4 years ago. This is what I mean by deepfake. It can be used for, doing something hilarious, ha ha ha, very funny comedy, right? So let me bring this up right quick. Where you at? All right, do you guys see it? You see it?
Yeah, I see it.
All right, let's play it. This is 4 years ago, or 3 years ago. This is about Jordan Peterson.
First, you clean your room, then you clean his floor. Bucko. It's like you strike the knife out of his hand and hit him in the throat. Then, when he tries to hit you back, it's like you cross his arms and throw him on the floor, like Jung's collective unconscious. Because now he's probably unconscious. Next, we dish out some purpose and meaning. Remember Rule 6, set your house in perfect order. I'll set his spine in perfect order with a free spinal adjustment.
Okay, I'm done. Oh, shit, that's fucking hilarious. Oh, shit. But that is an example of the earlier deepfakes. And yeah, I do agree with Gray. There's still people that fell for it. They honestly thought that this was Jordan Peterson doing some kung fu.
Here, let me send you this real quick.
Okay.
Just take a look at that.
Let me go ahead. Okay, let me go ahead and open up this bad boy. This was when? 6 months ago? Oh, I'm gonna save that. Let me save this because
Yeah.
I'm gonna progress.
Yeah.
So the video I just showed you with Jordan Peterson, that was 3 years ago. This video from BuzzFeed, I know they're gonna copyright me, is from 4 years ago, but this one's about Barack Obama.
Well, don't play the audio. And like, does it need the audio?
Yeah, fuck it. I'm not getting monetized off of this anyway. We'll play 5 to 10 seconds. You guys will know that this is fake.
We're entering an era in which our enemies can make it look like anyone is saying anything at any point in time, even if they would never say those things. So, for instance, they could have me say things like, I don't know, Killmonger was right, or Ben Carson is in the sunken place, or how about this? Simply, President Trump is a total and complete dipshit.
You guys see that? This was 4 years ago. 4 years ago.
Yeah. Like now, I see stuff of that quality on fucking TikTok. So yeah.
That is true, because people that actually, is able to pay attention to detail, you can tell that, the face itself, it's not sitting right. So
Well, yeah, no, like because for this one they took a 2D like photo and then they had the
Yeah.
AI animate the mouth movements.
yeah. But once again, this was 4 years ago, so of course it's not as good as today. Let me bring up the video that the Grey Ghost just sent me. Where you at? Right here? Okay. Shout out to Salty Cracker. All right. Let's play this crazy video. This video was from 6 months ago. So just to give you a time frame, 6 months ago.
Folks, as we fight inflation, you can't be pro-insurrection and pro-cop. Bringing down gas prices is a big part of the job. You can't be pro-insurrection and pro-democracy. You can't be pro-insurrection and pro-American. Here's the good news. Gas prices have dropped every day this summer. That's more than 40 days in a row. Donald Trump lacked the courage to act. We now have 40,000 gas stations in the United States where the price of gas is $3.99 or less. The brave women and men in blue all across this nation should never forget that. How do we get the price down? Well, a new report today.
Is Joe Biden?
I could even I will say that one's a fake one because he was speaking too clearly.
Yeah, like that dude, the one with the eyes.
Yeah, the eyes were off as well, but that was very convincing.
That's the thing, like deepfake body double, you can't, like, it's weird. Because I think you put that on TV. Heck, there's another one today where pretty sure it's a body double of Biden. And it's like, yeah, most people, like if I showed that to the average television watcher, they probably wouldn't see anything weird with it.
They won't see any difference. And I have another example because we're going to bring this all together to have this crazy conversation because this is going to be a good one, a great one. Let's bring up this one. This one was also from around a year ago, actually. And this one used pretty interesting technology. I was impressed with this one. So let's say I was like 10 shots of whiskey deep and watched this video. I probably would not know the difference. All right. Guess what? Yep, it's Morgan Freeman. Let's go ahead and play it.
I am not Morgan Freeman, and what you see is not real. Well, at least in contemporary terms, it is not. What if I were to tell you that I am not even a human being? Would you believe me? What is your perception of reality? Is it the ability to capture, process, and make sense of the information our senses receive?
Like that's the thing. There's uncanny valley to it because you can see the facial warp around the mouth as he speaks.
Yeah.
But that's it.
If I was like I said before, if I was like blackout drunk, or you know, if I didn't really have the highest IQ, I will believe this.
Okay, honestly, I think it'd be even simpler than that. Think about some. Okay, you ever see the Kevin Costner's Robin Hood?
I believe so.
Okay.
Let me type it up real quick.
You probably did. Like it's the one where he's got like the black friend, where he's got like the black friend that he rescued from, they busted out from prison in the opening.
Yes. I remember that one.
Well, during one of the later scenes where he's storming the castle, there you can see what looks like a hallway as he's running through the castle walls. But then if you look at it on modern editions where the resolutions have been updated on the original film, you can very clearly see that that is a backdrop on a door. And that it's an optical illusion, actual hallway. So, like, it's one thing to impair your mind or your vision. Quite frankly, put this video at a low enough resolution, and I think that you'd fool basically everyone.
So you're saying that this particular video is too clear that you'd be able to notice the tiniest, differences.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, this being high resolution works against it. If it was 360p or like played on old televisions, you probably couldn't tell.
I see what you're saying. Because that's what I had to say. But I had to. My cognitive ability has to be impaired to believe this video. Like, actually, because it's really well done. Like, really well done. Now, let's say if this was on TV at the bar, I'm getting fucked up, and I look up, I will honestly believe that's Morgan Freeman.
And then even Tron Legacy, it also used CGI to de-age. What the fuck's his name?
Oh, the de-age CGI stuff.
Yeah, like they straight up created like a CG model so that, and the de-aged version ended up playing the role of the main villain. I forget his fucking name.
Didn't they do something similar, not de-age, but with Luke Skywalker in the Mandalorian?
Maybe, I don't know. I didn't watch it because fuck Disney's Star Wars.
Well, they made a young Luke Skywalker look very convincing.
Well, and keep in mind, they also made skinny Steve Rogers with CGI.
Oh yeah, that was back in like fucking 2008.
Yeah, so that's the thing. They've had the tech for a long time. It's just a question of how quickly can they do it, because that way it takes a team of artists. Now, like, you have most of the process is automated, and you can get something like this with relatively little effort.
That is true. Like, if I go watch the movie again, I'll be able to tell that it's CGI.
Once you know to look for it. The problem is like when it catches you with your mental guard down, and that's the thing. Unless you're constantly double checking everything and questioning everything you see, eventually some of this stuff's going to slip past you.
I completely agree. That's why we pretty much looked through everything. Yep. Let me go ahead, cross all this out, and bring up the article in question. Where you at? Okay. This is the reason why I wanted to talk about this in the first place, Chad. I think this is fucking hilarious. Let me, bam.
Yeah.
I was laughing my ass off when I like once again I didn't find this. There's people talking about it all over YouTube. So
Yeah. Yeah, no, Chronic even shared one of the sample images, and at first glance, no, you can't tell, but then you see some of the fucked up hands, and you're like, oh yeah, okay.
yeah, and it was mainly the women's channels that
Well-
were freaking out about this.
Well, no shit, like.
Well, yeah, I know. I just had to explain that when it comes to this situation, all these women, you know, complaining whether they're in the manosphere or not, are like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna be losing my money to a bunch of fucking coomers."
Nerds with fucking programmer stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna be losing all my money to a fat fuck 30-year-old that lives in a shitty apartment and has no life, no friends, no family. He can just make up an AI model and make money off of, you know, well, pretty much take my money. He doesn't even have to stay in shape. He doesn't even have to take off his clothes. All he has to do is put in some codes and shit. Literally create this AI model. Bam. All the Sims will be like, "Ooh, look at this."
And here's
And
but you know what the great thing about AI models?
What?
They don't get old.
Exactly. They don't get old. They don't bitch. They don't moan. They just do their job while the nerds, right? Because it's mainly the nerds doing this. They're able to sit back and make money, similar to mining cryptocurrency. It's going to be fucking hilarious because I guarantee you, AI models will eventually take over. It will take over because the AI models can literally change to whatever the audience wants. Pretty much all the dude needs to do is to add in a few more codes, replace something here and there. Bam, the AI model looks a lot different. I'm telling you, man, it is hilarious.
So what you're saying is that this should be my new avatar to get the view counter up.
Pretty much at this point, shit. Might as well, because it is so insane that deep fake is getting so crazy that they're able to replace real women. They're able to replace them. Boom, gone. Bye-bye. And once again, the AI model will not complain. The AI model will not bitch. They will not moan. They will just do what they need to do, and they stay young forever, like Grace said.
Actually, funny thing about bitching, moaning, and whatnot.
What's up?
BuzzFeed is actually deciding that they are going to save on their overhead costs by using a chat bot to write their articles.
Damn, so they're getting replaced all over the place. Woo!
Fucking journalists are being automated, baby.
Because you got to think about it. First, it's this AI situation that women have to worry about. Second, all these men know that, wants to chill in reality, in real life, are going overseas or not fuck with Western women anymore. Now, I think the next step will be artificial wombs. And then, Ben, what good? Like, the woman would be obsolete.
Because that's the thing. Like, the only time a man's going to commit, let's see, an intelligent, valuable man. The only time an intelligent, valuable man is going to commit to a woman is for children. Like, that's literally the only reason that he would. Because, well, what if he wants to play? He can go overseas for that. Like, he doesn't need the modern ones. Because this is the thing. Because it's not like every man's doing it. It's just the men that these women want, the higher value, intelligent men. Those are the men that they're losing access to.
I completely agree. And even when they say, "Oh, please, please, man, please, come on, come on, let's date. Pay attention to me." It's way too risky. They're not going to risk it. No. Even if they wanted to, they've seen what you did. They know the laws. They know how men are treated. No, they're perfectly fine with their little AI model waifu on OnlyFans. They got, those little fleshlights, and they can go overseas. Like, there's literally no use at this point. None. And what's the point of getting the model woman pregnant if there's a huge chance that she's gonna abort it? I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And honestly, I have to think up the slogan for it. I got to look up that company that Candace Owens was freaking out about. But I'm trying to think up a slogan for an artificial womb company because like something along the lines of "Your child is too precious to trust to anyone else," and then like play that slogan after showing that video of the dude crying and begging for his girlfriend not to kill his kid.
That's a perfect idea. I'm just saying, man. Like it's a typical situation of, modern women. They're not going to learn until it's too late. And it's just going to be another example. They're like the OnlyFans thing. See, they always believe that they cannot be replaced. They believe that men cannot problem solve.
Well, it's because they can't problem solve. Again, they project. It's
Right.
like a writer cannot write a character that is more intelligent than the writer.
All right, change back to your regular one. You're getting some weeaboo vibes up here. But so here's the ultimate question, because this is when the conversation gets really interesting. Let me bring it up. Here's the question, and chat, if you want, you can discuss it in the chat as well. I'll be looking at the chat. Will deepfake do more harm than good? Dun, dun, dun. What do you say
Well,
about this question?
I would answer it with deepfake will do harm, then good.
What do you mean by that? Do harm, then good?
I mean that for deepfake to do good, first, a lot of people have to suffer because of it.
How so? Can you give me an example?
Quite simple. What happens when you are able to flood people with lies?
Well, you'd be able to manipulate the masses.
No, not just manipulate the mass. No, that's the thing. You can manipulate the masses when deepfake is used sparingly. Like recently, there's apparently a deepfake of Emma Watson reading Mein Kampf.
That's true, but
Yeah, but here's the thing. But that's just one. Now imagine if that's happening all the time. It's in Facebook feeds. Believable deepfake after believable deepfake. People, like, with enough of that going around, even the most blind and deaf person is going to realize, holy shit, maybe I can't trust everything I see or read on the internet.
that is true. I agree. But would enough people get to that conclusion, or would they just believe anything they want to believe?
Well, that's why you have to give contradictory information. Like you have to, like you can't do it subtly. You have to make it like the most obtuse, off the wall kind of stuff.
True. Okay. So and eventually deepfake will be almost impossible to tell the difference. So once it gets to that point, would there eventually be a deepfake war? Pretty much a more advanced version of an information war.
Yes. Like the deepfake is just going to be the latest weapon in the information war.
Okay, I agree. Will that be used? How do you explain it? So let's say there's two opposing parties, or one country versus another country. Let's say somebody that supports the Democratic Party and they know about all this deepfake shit. They'll just pose as, one of the political leaders. Let's say, for example, Bernie Sanders.
Okay,
They'll just put it on YouTube.
You're thinking way too specific.
Well, what I'm saying is, when it comes to the information war.
Yeah, but you're going with politicians. Politicians.
Well, I said world leaders.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. World leaders. Who gives a fuck what world leaders say?
Depends.
No, like literally, what a world leader say?
Oh, so you're saying
matter?
that's a. Oh,
Like, they don't matter. We already have deep fakes of world leaders. It doesn't matter what they say. People believe whatever the fuck they want. No. What I'm thinking is deep fake news broadcasts.
well, don't we already not believe the news?
We don't, but normies do.
I wouldn't even say. Well, okay, I see what you're saying. Because I was just thinking about the newscasters themselves, but I'm like, they can actually make up an entire scenario.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can make up we will actually get to 100% fake news, or what we do is we can get 100% real news, but presented in a format that it's usually not presented in.
So pretty much half truths.
No, like literal truths, but fake deliveries. Like, imagine if accurate crime statistics are being spouted by the heads of CNN.
That will be interesting. Honestly, that'll be kind of off the wall, but
that's the thing, because there's people who will just trust what they see on CNN because they trust CNN. So what happens when you take some talking points that would never make it onto television and deep fake it as though it's a CNN report, and then packages it as a little internet video clip and put it on Facebook?
touche. Yeah, I see where you're going there.
Then like fucking Boomer McDaniels is going through and going like, oh shit, CNN said this thing. Oh wow. And then they talk to their friends about it. And their friend and this person doesn't know the difference between a deep fake on CNN and a real one. They're just talking about what they saw on CNN.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And also somebody that's charismatic enough. It doesn't matter, who it is, but somebody that has enough, they can talk well. They can put on a completely fake identity and get a massive following, right? And
that's the thing. But like when it's someone new, then it's suspicious. That's why it has to be someone established.
Well, yes and no. I know everybody has a start in the beginning, but like I said, if that person is a natural good speaker, right? That's one of the only reason bad man with a mustache went into power.
Okay, yeah, but we live in the modern era. Jordan Peterson's a good speaker, and he's fucking reviled by a good chunk of people for that kind of stuff. So.
Not somebody like, okay.
If being a charismatic speaker was enough to get people to believe you, we wouldn't have the current problem.
Well, of course, it's not the only thing. But what I'm saying is the person that's able to move the masses well enough can get a massive following. And who knows what kind of influence or what kind of manipulation he can do with that following.
Yeah.
Or she. Depends.
Yeah, but this isn't the fucking 1940s. This isn't the 1930s where the most we have is radio. We got the internet and social media, and for anyone to reach that level of clout, they're usually propped up by the system. This is where the deep fake weapon can be used against the system, because it can undermine all this. Because the whole reason that these fucking celebrities and shit are bought and paid for and controlled and scripted is because they have a cultivated image that people immediately believe whatever the fuck they say. By deep faking them, you can then take those millions upon millions of dollars invested in cultivating public trust in that figure and utilize it for yourself.
Well, history can repeat itself, and you know how easy it is to influence people these days, thanks to social media.
Yeah, but we don't have, like, it's rare to have a massive rally or to get someone standing up on a soapbox. Yes, the dynamics are the same, but we live in a different world. There's different factors.
Yeah, I know it's not the only factor, but I'm just saying, we could be living in a different world, but history can still have a similar outcome all over again. Like Donald Trump, he has a massive following. I know he's been around forever, but I'm just saying, you know, somebody that can get to that type of, because once again, a lot of people knows that he kind of talks out of his ass, you know, here and there, but they don't give a fuck. Oh, Donald Trump, oh yeah. If somebody can reach that level of charisma, good talk, like, oh yeah, he or she speaks great points, good points. Oh, she understands me, she relates to me.
Yeah,
And I know there's different factors, I know, but I will say that it will have to be on some type of celebrity, like eventually become a internet celebrity.
yeah, like look, if there's someone like that that can speak to adults, we already know who they are. Like that person would not just pop out of fucking nowhere organically.
Well, I'm not saying that he would instantly or she would get instantly get millions of followers. No, I'm just saying that I believe that with deepfake, who knows? Because there's always been a rapid climb to power before. It could happen again. Thanks to deepfake.
Okay, but you've completely lost me here. On one hand, we're talking about real people, and now you're talking about charisma. Like, are the deepfakes going to have
The
charisma?
real people
Are they
posing as
making
deepfakes?
okay? Real people posing as deepfakes. What?
Okay, what I'm trying to say is, you know, okay, voiceovers. My bad. This person can just be like, oh, look, ha ha ha. Let me write these amazing words, this amazing speech to this digitally AI enhanced person. This person that looks amazing, looks great, and bam, instantly get enough influence and enough manipulation. I know that's not the only factor, but that is a big factor when it comes to deepfake.
Yeah, I think that creating a brand new person from scratch that digitally looks good is going to be way less effective than taking an established brand. Because you're basically saying that there could be some black sheep business out of fucking nowhere that gains power equivalent to Walmart more likely than just co-opting Walmart.
Well, wouldn't that person? Are you talking about celebrity or?
Celebrity politics. Celebrity is a celebrity. Look, if you can say the name in a household and the person can put a face to that name and has an idea of who they are, then that's a celebrity. It doesn't matter whether they're a fucking movie star or a public figure.
Well, you said they're already well established, right?
That's the thing. Like they have, like
That's
you're
what I'm
advocating, like you're saying that deepfake is going to be used to create a completely new person, right?
Well, in order for it to work, so like you said, if you have a person that's already well known and established, just one instance of contradictory information could send off red flags.
Really? You think? Motherfucker, we got Rise Against advocating for sit down, shut up, and take your goddamn injection, okay? Fucking contradictory information. Like, the people in charge have no problem doing that with the people they have in their pocket. You really think it's going to make a difference? And quite frankly, if all it does is it gets people to trust fucking celebrities less, that's a victory anyway. There is no way to lose.
If the celebrity agrees with the deepfake, yes, I agree.
No,
the people in power, the elites, if they agree to do the whole deepfake operation to get that influence in, yeah.
No, wait. Goddamn. I feel like we're talking past each other here. I'm trying to pitch something and then you pitch it back and it's something completely different.
Well, I think we are talking past each other at this point. Oh shit. But I'll let you completely explain before I continue.
Okay. I think that the true power of deepfake is going to be in taking established brands of people and making them parrot messages. because people will fucking buy shit, do shit, and follow shit just because a specific person says it. Doesn't matter what the fucking message is, because you're not trying to get to people who have enough fucking critical thought to think about the message and whether or not it's contradictory. The power of the deepfake is to manipulate the blind fucking sheep who just go with whatever their local celebrity says because, hey, the celebrity said it and I like the celebrity, therefore I go for it. Like Jordan Peterson's one hell of an example. He's got plenty of fucking blind ass devoted followers who just parrot his shit and talk like he's some kind of fucking prophet. And it's like, no, he's not. But if I put down some fucking Jordan Peterson deepfakes dropping real fucking red pills, it's his audience is not going to go, oh no, Jordan Peterson's gone too far. I got to abandon him. We're like, oh, Jordan Peterson would never say anything like that. No, they'd be like, oh, Jordan Peterson said this. I'm going to tell all my friends and sound really cool and edgy. Or fucking Beyonce or Nicki Minaj or Cardi B or whoever the fuck celebrity these people are fucking following on TikTok or whatever. All you got to do is deep fake a fucking post, making them say X, Y, and Z. And either you can get the idiots to believe and parrot it as though it's real, or you can get them to trust what they see on the internet a little bit less after the scandal comes out. Either way, it's a fucking victory, because it's like if you had a fucking... It's like if you have a more advanced civilization dealing with fighting a slightly less advanced one, and then the less advanced one gets their hands on the weapons of the more advanced one and reverse engineers it and then starts using it against them. That's what I see deepfake tech is. It's going to be used against us, so we got to find it and reverse engineer it to use it back against them. Is what I'm saying making sense?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm reading this right quick. What are you guys talking about? Then never mind. Gold Shura says, "Oh shit, the deepfakes are taking over now. It's only a matter of time. It's within this decade. It's gonna be more common than you think. Because like what Gray said earlier, you know, deepfake is getting pretty common on TikTok. Like if you have any type of filter on your phone, pretty much, it's going to be very common. And also, it can be used against one another. Somebody could fucking hate your guts and try to spread some malicious misinformation about you. And then, like, and if deepfake in the future becomes so realistic, it'll be somewhat difficult for you to plead your case, because it's the court of a public opinion at the end of the day. So that's another thing I believe is going to be an interesting situation. I'm not saying that everybody will know what to do with it, but I'm just saying, unfortunately, I believe there will be some people that will have to go through scrutiny, and it will be almost impossible to defend themselves because it looks so realistic. They'll be like, this is you, you said this, you said you did this. You know, they can just put up that little speech, type it up in that deepfake, and then you will say the most heinous shit, talking about, oh yeah, I killed this person. Oh, I robbed this bank. Oh, I'm a creep. I peek in women's restrooms.
Well, keep in mind, people fucking openly admit to fucking horrendous shit all the time, and nothing bad happens to them for a while. So,
agreed. But it's just, I believe that eventually, let's say if deepfake does go far enough, they would definitely have to do some type of additional laws or some type of, you know, somewhat reform, or have something to counter against this deepfake situation with regular people. Because if if one person that hates you wants to ruin your reputation, I wonder how you're gonna fight against
They
that.
they already have stuff like that. It's like fucking slander and libel laws. They don't need new laws for that.
So you believe that in the future, the powers to be, in the law enforcement or the justice system will have a technology to say, yeah, this is fake, this is stupid, that's not him. That's
They
not-
might have. It doesn't matter whether or not they have the tech. Do you think that they're honestly going to give a shit?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I say it's almost impossible for that person to defend themselves. And plus,
No, it doesn't matter. But whether or not, do you think that law enforcement gives a shit if anyone but the people that they are paid to protect is affected by it?
let's stick with justice system then. It's going to be almost impossible for this person to defend themselves in a court if people truly believe the deepfake.
People truly believe a woman's half-baked testimony. It doesn't fucking matter.
Well, my point is, it's going to be literally impossible for them in the future. To
Well,
defend
what does it
themselves.
say? Like, oh yeah, I robbed this bank. It's like, Your Honor, which bank and when?
What?
Like, it's the thing. Like,
Oh no. How you say? Of course, the bank thing.
What fucking crime can a deepfake get you on that would actually go to court where you'd have to defend yourself, that you couldn't immediately say, hey, I've got a fucking alibi?
Hey, I don't know. But at the end of the day, the biggest thing that you're going to have to defend yourself is the court of public opinion.
Yeah, well, the court of public opinion we know is fucking garbage, because all a woman has to do is point her finger at you and say you did X, Y, Z, and your fucking court of public opinion is fine. If someone wants to ruin your reputation in the court of public opinion, they're not going to do some elaborate fucking deep fake. They're just going to find your ex-girlfriend and get her to say some shit.
I'm just saying in the future, if this becomes more common, this is just speculation. ZK Studios. So this is how technology destroys us as a species. Using deepfakes and AI technology being so advanced that we can use it to copy and destroy ourselves at will, especially with the 1%.
What?
I wouldn't say destroy as a species, but it will definitely change society. Will change civilization forever.
I'll be honest, I'm not seeing it. A lot of it sounds hyperbolic just because it's new tech and it's kind of scary, but fundamentally I don't see it as anything really different than what we have today.
Well, I see what you're saying.
Like, we've seen this stuff a million times before. Like fuck, we have faked text message. Like, anyone with basic Photoshop knowledge can fake text message screenshots to get evidence of XYZ.
It all depends. Like, once again, it's how stupid the masses are, which they usually are.
The masses are stupid, and they'll believe whatever narrative is pumped into their heads enough and is convenient for them to believe. It doesn't matter what the technology is to back it up.
Yeah. ZK Studios is not going to destroy us as a species. Okay. But it will change. I believe it will change a lot of things.
Like, keep in mind, only 1% of the population can even consider deep fakes to be a problem. Like, you got to be in one of the really wealthy, technologically advanced parts of the human race to have deep fakes even be something that you have to worry about. The majority of the human species does not give a fuck.
Brad, I was accused of murder. You can't defend yourself in the court of public opinion. Yeah, I agree. You literally fucking can't. No one listens to you. You have to wait until they're proven wrong. Yeah, which will, in my opinion, will still be a big issue, right? We are already today guilty until proven innocent.
Yeah.
Now imagine that
that's the
technology used in the future.
But okay, but the problem doesn't change. does it really matter? Like, oh, it's even harder now. Like, what percentage harder are we talking? If fucking half-baked testimony with no physical evidence, and people will already just fucking believe whatever the fuck they want, what difference does it make whether there's deep-faked video to go along with it?
It's all just speculation, just hypotheticals. Unbound soul, and even after being proven innocent, yeah, court of public opinion. That's what happened to what's his name? I forgot his fucking name. Anyway, he was proven innocent, but people still, put that stigma on him, even though he was proven innocent, and that happens all the time. You guys already know that.
Yeah.
Do.
I just don't see the deep fake. Like, I see that, yes, as a problem, but do the deep fakes do anything unique to that? No.
It exasperates it, in my
Exacerbates.
opinion.
Exacerbates.
I can't even say shit today. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know.
Go sure. Will a transformer be able to anybody can deep fake.
Yeah, like we can do that today with fucking Photoshop filters. You don't like the deep fake specifically points to like advanced AI, like utilize like copying over the appearance, or an advanced Photoshop job to put someone's face on a different body. Like those are what are regarded as deep fakes. Like a transformer can fucking Photoshop themselves using just basic retouching, camera manipulation, or shit. Yeah, they could fucking deep fake, but deep faking their true appearance. Like what? No, you don't deep fake something that's true. You make a deep fake to make something that is false appear true.
Agreed. Brad Gray makes a point. They want to think the worst anyway. Doesn't much matter. Hey, I'm not saying he's wrong. I just have a different point of view. I'm not saying that he's wrong about his point at all. Do.
Yeah, and I just think so far as like deep fakes being used as court evidence, the court system is such a fucking joke. I don't see deep fakes changing it. Will they be used in it? Probably. Is it going to make a fundamental difference in how the system operates? No.
Yeah, and that's just me. I'm just saying with these scenario, if deepfake becomes like common, that type of technology becomes commonplace, and the good deepfake technology. But that's like down the road, like in the future.
It doesn't matter if it's fucking perfect. Like,
I'm not saying that you're wrong.
yeah, because and here's the other thing. Like, what I would see then is if it does get to that point where deepfakes are so ubiquitous and perfect, then so far as the law is concerned, they're going to need more information. Like, for example, with photographs these days, the main way that you can tell a photoshopped image from a true image is the photograph format and the embedded data. Because if you have a JPEG of an image or a PNG, that largely means absolutely jack shit. But if you have a raw photograph, a raw file of a photograph, it has all of the embedded information of the camera that took it. Time, location, what lens, like what timing, what ISO, all that. And a raw image is there's so much data in that it's about as good as a physical photograph in many cases. Much harder to fake. So you're probably going to see similar requirements pop up for videos. Like, oh, hey, how was this video taken? How was it formed? What was the camera? And then if it's like, oh, this video was made on a computer, it has absolutely no camera data. That's a little bit suspicious. Where's the original? Like, so far as legal proceedings, it would probably just get higher stringence for what counts as video evidence. However, like court of public opinion, it doesn't matter. Like court of public opinion is already so fucked that deep fakes don't make a difference.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Was the Unbound Soul? Heck, filters years ago were doing it, just not like how good it is now. Well, yeah. You know, back then it's more of the voiceovers than the actual deepfakes.
Well, like first
What's up?
things like deep fakes were used for mass market wise would be, well, yeah, Photoshop filters or Instagram filters, which were basically used for catfishing.
True. That is true. IY fan, I think an analogy that will make sense of what Grey Ghost is saying is adding C42 nuke. It's not going to make much of a difference. In most cases, yes. But I will say when it comes to like you say, the information war, that will be a biggie, right? Because you know how the United States, they love to have psyop operations in various countries around the world.
Yeah. Or the US likes to have psyop operations in their own country.
Yeah. So how do I'm sure they're doing it right now, but what I'm saying is let's say, deepfake does, develop and gets good. The US probably already has fucking amazing, but it will be a lot easier for, countries to have the people revolt and all that stuff. Like pretty much upset the people to the point where they overthrow their own leaderships. All it takes is just one little video to piss a lot of people off.
No, it's not that simple. You are not going to. You are not going to take a fucking happy and content populace that is satisfied with their lives and living in relative peace and incite them to violence with a single video.
No, just go to a country where it's usually not doing so well. And
but that's
on top of the country
the video isn't going to make the difference at that point.
Well, on top of the country that let's say the US wants to have influence in, I believe the video can play a part.
Yeah, it can play a part. It's a tool, but it's not going to be the difference maker between whether or not the revolution happens.
No, just change the hearts and minds of the people.
Okay,
for the worse.
How many people these days do you know have their hearts and minds changed by a video?
A lot.
A video, a singular video.
Okay, not just one video.
Yeah,
not just one video.
A coordinated, multi-front information warfare campaign lasting years. That's what gets people to believe in certain things. A multi-front information war. One single video does not change people's minds.
Okay, I probably am just oversimplifying it because I was just trying to keep it simple. I can easily go into the details of military psyop, but we'll get into that later.
But we're getting to the deep because that's the thing. This shit is already happening, and there's multiple fronts. I don't see deep fakes doing anything special.
I believe it could, just based on my experience. IY fan, there will be deepfakes of the next George Floyd every day. A Republican is president. I don't think that is possible.
I don't think that's necessary. Like, why not just get cops to kill a random black dude? Like, why do you need to deep fake that shit?
Plus, the person doesn't exist. Like, the person has to exist. Like, I don't know.
the logistics of that, it's much easier to just get some crooked cops to kill a random black dude, pay them under the table, and have them retire early.
Okay. Where you at?
Like let's be honest, with the fucking body count racked up in the US, I'm pretty sure that you could have like a weekly murder of a quote unquote innocent black man by police every single day of the week in the United States. Easily.
That is true. Side character. The riots of 2020 video changed people's minds a lot. It's not the video, it's the event.
Yeah, like the riots. Like it wasn't, oh hey, this is what happened in 2020 and it was one video of riots. Like, no, it was months of cities being on fire, constant live stream footage, continuous discussion, and the fiery but mostly peaceful protest narrative. Like it wasn't just one video that did it all. It was an extended culmination of events that got people to take a hard look at stuff. And it's not like that shit's ended. Like places are still fucking occupied. They're still on fire. They're just not as big in the news nowadays.
Senator Armstrong says fake racists who are white and AI are going to be throwing racist slurs all over the place, and it's totally going to be totally real. That I can agree with.
That
So,
I
what's
could
up?
see. Like, yeah, like fake, like deep fake hate, like race hate crime. That I could see being used, yes.
To incite that violence, incite them riots. I definitely agree with you, Senator. I did not think about that.
But then of course we run into the same issue, because it's one thing to use that in a compilation, but to use it as a flashpoint, you need like a real person for people to focus around.
Touche. I agree.
So like you could use it in in rage bait compilation videos to lay the groundwork, but a deepfake video is not going to be the flashpoint. And keep in mind, there's more than enough similar, I guess, thing. Like seeing the video, it might be more potent, but like you have people who are already just like faking chat messages and telling stories that never happened to do the exact same thing that a deep fake would do.
Side character said, I mean the initial choking out video. It has to be a very specific scenario, not the victim. The victim has to be real. But it has to be a very specific situation that will even have deepfake even work in that scenario. I can't really explain it right now, but definitely not the actual victim. The victim has to be real. Or
I can keep in mind, it's not just the video. Like there was the fucking autopsy report, and the stuff was shown all over the news, and the controversy was back and forth. Like it's not like someone just saw that one video and had their shit changed. Like I've seen way worse than a dude being choked out. Like I've seen a dude like fucking handcuffed behind his back, cop on his back, cop pulls a gun and shoots him right through the spine. Like, okay,
Yep.
Like, so if that shit doesn't even get a fucking drop in the bucket of media presence, it takes more than a violent, disgraceful video for people to actually get up in arms.
Yep, and I seen a dude get shot in the head in the subway. It was made into a movie. I forgot which case that was, but that's what the cop did. Handcuffed, put the dude down on the ground and shot him in the head. Bam, point blank.
Yeah. So it takes more than just a video. It takes the entire media apparatus getting behind it.
Who would care if an AI called you the hard R? It's not me.
Yeah, it's not that the AI is doing it. It's an AI is doing it to make people think that a real person is doing it.
Right. And
But
nobody
but at the same time, it's like, but you're right. Who the fuck cares? Because there's no real person to punish.
Right. Nobody's going to care that they said it to me. Nobody's going to care. But this person has to be based on somebody that's real. It's I don't know how to explain it, but and that person has to be white, right? The deepfake has to be white in order for it to work.
They could be honestly, they could be Asian. Asians are white adjacent. It's close enough.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I forgot about the Asian hate as well. Yeah. Yeah, it's usually the black people attacking the Asian people. Let's keep it real. Where is it? Yeah. Plus the race grift content creators that try to capitalize on the whole thing.
Like precisely, it has to be a multi-front assault. Like multiple people have to get involved in it. Multiple media outlets. People have to see, hey, this is a story that's building momentum, so I can build my media career off of talking about it. Scale it up. Like, hey, let's be honest, guys. Do we really think it's any coincidence that a fucking black dude shot by police just so happened to have his funeral on the first day of Black History Month? You really think that shit's 100% coincidence?
Nope. Especially they had Al Sharpton there, so hell no.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, but that kind of makes you wonder, like, do we really think that this was a completely random case of police brutality? That it just happened to happen right as Black History Month is starting?
Well, there was a rumor, it hasn't been confirmed, that the victim was sleeping with one of the officer's wives. It was a rumor.
Okay, whether or not that's true, it's just the timing is interesting.
So are you saying he was a sacrificial lamb, allegedly?
Possibly. Or it could be that this stuff happens regularly enough that they just picked one that happened to match up with the timing, and that this was just one in probably a number of fatal beatings that happens all the bloody time. It could be a sacrifice for the grift, or it could just be that this was the story that they chose to blow up out of any of the other stories that could have happened.
That is true, but so your initial stand is deepfake will do harm then good.
Yes. For deepfake to do good shit later, it first has to cause a lot of pain.
Can you give just a rundown, quick scenario from bad to then good? Just a quick scenario.
So bad is you are going to find it's going to be much like cancel culture. First, it's going to be used against people who oppose the mainstream narratives to slander them. Like, let's use Jordan Peterson as an example. It's going to be used to make him look like a horrible person, and it's going to be believable enough that he actually gets canceled over that kind of bullshit. Like, that's where you're going to get some of the bad coming out of it. And then people are going to be like, well, if it can be used for him, then they're going to take it, and then they're going to turn the weapon back on the people who promoted it. So I'm just trying to think of just random fucking I don't know, like let's say some fucking CNN anchor or whatever. Like, they're gonna deep fake a CNN anchor saying horrible shit, like dropping the N-word with hard R's
right
regularly, and getting them fucking blacklisted and maybe even fired from their own stuff. And it's going to become outright cancel chaos war with misinformation flying back and forth at increased rates across both sides, to the point where you can't tell if someone saying something was real or fake. And that's where the good will come, because then people are going to be like, look, I just can't trust any of this shit. Unless I see the person actually say it, I don't believe it.
So we can both agree misinformation is bad already. But in this hypothetical scenario, if deepfake becomes more common and has better quality, misinformation will go out of control.
Exactly. We're going to see very much like the Me Too movement, where false accusations resulted in men like basically distancing themselves from women in a wide variety of means. We're going to see the same thing here. Actually, what we're probably going to see is fewer people using their face as content creators.
Yeah, I agree.
Because
I
a
agree.
deep fake can only work if they have like the image of your face. We'll probably see a lot more like voice, probably see more voice modulators and more people using avatars.
So we're pretty much ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
IY fan says something. This is interesting. He says, I just can't see any good thing about deepfakes. It's just lies, and the truth is always better. True. I see this as a way to finalize total control over people, because you can't trust anything. I agree with Gray. Deepfake is a double-edged sword. It will be a double-edged sword. If you're talking about the elites are using deepfake to their advantage, it will backfire.
Like that's the thing. Like every time these people get some sort of new tech that they use to oppress the masses find a way to turn it back against them. It's the same thing is going to be with deepfakes. And this is where I'm thinking that what's going to be hilarious with the information control. Okay. I want you to imagine this deepfake. Dr. Fauci talking about how the Hooby Jabby Jooby is causing hearts to go badonk badonk pish.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm using the funny words for algorithm purposes, but
yeah,
when you've got someone that people trust with their medical information dropping the kind of shit that dude would never say, and you manage to get that shit out on the internet where people can't tell the difference. Oh yeah, guess what? Now they have to spend fucking resources hunting that shit down.
right.
And how are you going to identify it? Because it looks visually the exact same as any other public address by that same guy.
Black Red Pill said, falsely deepfake listing
Fauci.
Whoa, I'm saying it wrong on purpose. Deepfake listing all side effects to the science stuff will be an amazing ad.
Yeah.
Which I agree.
Yeah.
That will be, oh man, that will be fucking glorious. Oh, and I will laugh my ass off too.
That's the potential I see in deepfakes being used to project the same way that we've got like fucking Coomers using deepfake AIs to make tasteful art, shall we say? I mean, why the fuck not? Let's level the goddamn playing field. Let's make these bitches work for their fucking OnlyFans money.
Yeah, what do you say? Somebody said something in the back. Hold up. Let me get back up there. Bam. Deepfake dating roaches showing themselves surrounded by chicks. That can definitely be a possibility in the future if, well,
no. Now we need Anthony. Okay, You know the infamous Penny Nichols shot?
Yeah.
White girl on a couch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anthony Dream Johnson on a couch.
Oh no. Oh no. He will be. Oh, he will be so pissed.
That's the
Yo.
thing. Like, this is where you fucking. I don't know. Maybe it's just the fucking tech nerd in me. I see this shit. I think, how the fuck can I use this to have fun?
That is true. Somebody else has something to say. Senator Armstrong said Hammerhand needs to chime in on this. When absolute tyranny or whatever that is knocks on your door.
Okay, now actually, Revan just made an interesting point, and I'm gonna have a controversial take. I don't mind.
Okay.
I don't mind if you get pissed at me for it, as it's understandably incendiary.
As long as you.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna censor the fuck out of it.
Okay.
But yes, maps using this technology to satisfy themselves, so far as I'm concerned, good. If it's not dealing with an actual real child, I don't give a fuck.
This should still be buried underneath the prison. Like it'll be on site if I ever catch a map.
Oh yeah, no, that's the thing. You catch them, they're still a fucking threat. But I'd much rather them deep faking it than dealing with actual children.
Yeah. Fucking ugh.
Like
Get
it's
those
the
fuckers.
same thing with the dolls that work as a substitute in the same way. Say like, hey, look, you may not like that they do it, but I'd rather they do it to that than an actual child. If it deals with the urge and no actual child is dealt with, fine, whatever.
You just better hope that I don't find out.
Yeah,
That's
no,
all I
like
gotta say.
you fucking hide that shit like you're a gay dude in the military in the 20s.
What's it called? Don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah, like, and not the 2020s, the fucking 1920s. Like, you hide that shit, and you make damn sure no one ever finds out.
What an interest. Okay. Senator Armstrong says if someone catches you out of line, you will be executed and replaced with the AI, and no one will really believe your cries, since the AI will be among us, not crying and being taken seriously.
Why the fuck would they bother replacing you with an AI?
It depends if that person is someone of importance and how long they can keep it up.
Like, catches you stepping out of line. Like, I don't know. I don't think that there's really the need to, like, unless you're someone like Biden. Unless you're someone like Biden, where where the illusion of your continuing to be in authority is required. 99.99% of the population, they will not give a fuck, and they'll just disappear you, or they'll cancel you and make you the latest sacrificial lamb to appease the blood of the mob. Like, the mob wants blood, they need to sacrifice a celebrity every now and again.
Well, damn. That's an interesting take.
Well, you see it all the time. Like, there's I think recently Mark Hamill got canceled or whatever. Like, the whole Hogwarts Legacy thing has gotten some of these otherwise left-leaning celebrities to get canceled and have the woke mob go for them. There's always some celebrity who's been built up by it. Or Justin Roiland, too, like Rick and Morty shit. Like, he's fucking canned from Rick and Morty and Silver Opposites, like, because of fucking allegation. And this is on the tail of High on Life, where he was basically the most talkative role in the game. Like, that's the thing. Like, they fucking sacrifice their own to the blood mob. Like every couple months someone gets canceled for something or another.
I agree. And my bad, Mr. Pliskin. I almost not seeing your generous donation. Thank you very much for donating. You always donate, Mr. Pliskin. I appreciate you, man. You are definitely probably a millionaire because I see you donating everywhere. But this is my first and last show of today. If you want to support your boy Sirius, link on top of the chat, Cash App /Sirius. Any donations appreciated. If you feel that I'm good enough for your investment. This has been a very interesting conversation. I want it to be interesting. I need it to be interesting, okay? This is why I like Gray having on. I like him here. You know, he's not like, oh yeah, I agree. Oh yeah, Sir Udis, you a genius. I don't want that type of person as a co-host. Challenge my claims, challenge me. That's what makes the conversation, worth it. You know what I'm saying? So you about to say something?
Well, Revan's got a thing about asking if the stuff I've been talking about is like going satanic. It's like, it's not quite satanic, but I have been researching the kind of stuff that involves with this, kind of a mild collaboration with Real Talk. It's somewhat related, but the system is different.
Gray is good for this. Yeah. Once again, we got to have I have to have somebody with a different point of view and not afraid to speak it. Who wants to watch a stream with a bunch of yes men? That's fucking boring.
Apparently Andrew Tate fans do.
True. Where's your spaghetti? Where's your spaghetti?
Full send, bro.
Speaking of Andrew Tate, he's uni. I don't know how to say this. I wonder if Andrew Tate was an AI all along.
I mean, here's the thing. Do you think that you could grab a whole bunch of Andrew Tate videos and posts, shove them all into an AI, and recreate his entire Hustlers University course?
I will say yes.
Probably. I'm actually very curious with character-based chatbots, because while character AI right now is fucking garbage, Kobold AI and Tavern AI and Pygmalion AI seem to show some promise. So I've been doing a little bit of experimenting with that, seeing what comes of it.
Right. What's it called? Our fan says they will use it to get rid of select voices who could push the opposition from its control soft views. Think replace under chronic into being tailored to fiend since neither show face. That will have to be damn near perfect. And I don't think the voice thing is it's going to be some years down the road before we're not able to tell the difference. Because still, I can tell
they get voice before they would video.
Well, a lot of the voiceovers, they don't really sound natural.
That's. There was a clip recently of one VTuber who had their chat. They had their chat bot done so that the text to speech read it out in an AI generated version of their own voice, and it was pretty good.
It didn't sound choppy or anything. It was pretty.
I'll get a clip right now.
Okay, because that's a big thing.
Here, I'll send you the clip, and you can be the judge of it.
Let me see. This is AI generated.
Well, no,
not AI.
It'll get into it when the text to speech goes off. That's the AI generated text, but
Okay.
the actual person is speaking as the VTuber.
Huh. Okay. Screw these commercials. Okay. Oh, you got some waifu shit. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring it up. Let's see if we can tell the difference. Because I am definitely curious. All right, let's try it out.
Next time soon, when you donate or when you give bits, you can activate TTS and it'll be my voice and you can make me say nice things only. Yeah, I got the AI TTS. I got the TTS AI. I had to record a script for like 20 something minutes. I heard a sample. Do you guys want to hear it? Holy shit. Hold on. You guys have to hear this shit. The teenage boy was accused of breaking his arm simply to get out of the test. What the fuck? It sounds
Wait, what?
It sounds just like me! Simply to get out of the teenage boy to hear this shit. The teenage boy was accused of breaking his arm simply to get out of the test.
It's getting there.
Yeah, that'll be pretty difficult to tell the difference. Very difficult.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. If they're able to get rid of the choppiness, make it more. It's the cadence of the conversation.
Yeah.
That's where.
Like the main difference that I mess around with the AI stuff that I've been using is I'm using fairly cheap stuff to begin with, and B, like punctuation and grammar work. Whereas to do the proper AI TTS stuff, you need to read out a prepared script that factors in for all those different elements.
Yeah. And eventually, yeah, no one will know the difference if they claim it's a scripted video, right? Like, oh, it's
Yeet, straight up. There's people who genuinely wonder if I am a woman on some of those videos.
really. Wow. Well, okay.
The shitty fucking AI generated TTS I use is already enough to fool some people.
Oh, we're so fucked. Okay. Wow. Like, even if I didn't know that you were a dude, like, you can, man, people are just too easily fooled. The AI voice is not that great, and then people are saying, "Oh, my new waifu, Grey Ghost. Oh my god." Damn, that's scary. That is scary as shit, man. Goddamn. And like what's happening in OnlyFans right now. Yeah, a lot of things, at least in the digital world, will definitely be deepfake / AI.
So, actually, on that note, Yeet, do you think that I should open an OnlyFans account with this shit?
Yeah, sure. I'm sure you get a lot of shekels. I'm sure you will.
Because I'm considering it, because unlike stuff like Midjourney, Stable Diffusion does not safe for work stuff. So, yes, there are actual lewds of the ghost waifu.
Reverend says, you just think of all the alphabet community guys making your avatar do naughty. It's a fucking okay, whatever. I don't even want to know what they will even.
Hey, no, like, honestly, that's the advantage of having a skeletal avatar. It is very fucking difficult to get AI to make like skeletal bodies do shit. I have had a difficult time making fucking thumbnails.
Like, nobody really wants to see a goddamn skeleton. Well, unless they're they're into
There's a niche fucking fetish for everything.
What are you gonna do with that femur?
I guarantee you right now, if I go to Rule 34 and type in skeleton, I'm gonna see some shit.
Oh God. Please don't. Uh, but will deepfake do more harm than good? After this conversation, I will say no. It will do both.
Yeah,
So I do agree.
I can't like honestly even like I think that it's going to be doing both, but I can't say like, oh, it's going to do more of one or the other. It's going to do a lot of both. It's kind of like Dynamite. Does Dynamite do more harm than good?
We don't know. Like that Dynamite can do a lot of harm and a lot of good at the same time.
Yeah.
So I see what you're saying. Was the IY fan says, look at Project Melody and how VTubers are more popular than real women now. Yeah, it's getting pretty interesting. This is a weeaboo's dreamland right now. Now add an AI designed to addict men to it and control them. Humanity is doomed.
There's multiple AI VTubers.
Oh, countless. They came to the scene in like what, 2019, 2020?
No, I'm not talking I'm not talking just VTubers though, like specifically VTubers that are all AI. Like there's no one puppeteering them there.
What was that one famous VTuber? Or is that girl with the blue hair?
I think you mean Project Melody, right? She's got the little band-aid, the band-aid on the nose, purple and blue.
I think so. Let me look.
Or are you talking about the one with white hair that's like the shark costume?
No, I'll look it up. This was one from like a long time ago, not the newer ones. This is a popular one from the late 2000s, early 2010s. I'll show it to you later. It's
because like VTuber with blue hair, man, like you got to get really fucking specific.
No, it's not VTuber. It was a popular AI, like a AI generated pop star.
Oh, Hatsune Miku.
Yes.
Yeah, she's got like it's more green than blue, and she's one of the she was a vocal. She's basically a computerized voice for the vocals to songs in a software. I forget exactly what it was, but yeah, Vocaloid. Like there were a whole bunch of artificial voices, so that when people use this software to make music, they could then generate a vocalist to sing the lyrics for them.
Agreed. And this AI generated what's it called? What do you call those not K-pop, but whatever. This Hatsune Miku accelerated to stardom, and it's just an AI generated. Like that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, like,
everywhere.
That's the thing. Well, it wasn't. She wasn't just AI generated. Like it's Japan. Like they took the voice, but they gave her like, hey, here's what she looks like. Here's the personality. These are the songs she's for, et cetera, et cetera. Like, they made a proper waifu for marketing purposes. And it's just she had a voice, and she was one of the first waifus that had a voice that you could make her sing and do whatever. And then they added other stuff where you could create dances. So then they created videos with her.
Yeah. And until I'm sure she's still doing phenomenal to this day. I'm assuming.
Vocaloid's still popular. I mean, most recent thing I saw of her was where she did a cover of Little Dark Age.
I'm gonna have to check it out. But okay, so what about the technology for concerts? I know that we use holograms and stuff, but would you say that the deepfake technology would be used for concerts? Like,
I mean, you could, but I don't really think that you would. Like, if you're going to have a fake performance, why would you bother faking a human?
Well, let's say the already established pop stars or musicians. For some reason, they get sick and they can't make it to. Well, because in the future, I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of digital concerts in the future.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, if it's at that point, like the whole point of paying to see a band when someone gets sick is to see all the people there. If people go and one of the people on stage is deep faked in, they're gonna get fucking pissed if they expected the whole band.
Okay, I gotta give you that one.
Like, however, when people go to see a fucking Elvis concert these days, they know they're seeing an Elvis impersonator. They're okay with that. So, like, deep fakes they're not really needed. If you're going to have a digital concert, you don't need to deep fake shit, because quite honestly, why the fuck would you limit yourself to mimicking a human concert? Like, seriously, the shit that I have seen in VR, that what they can do from a concert landscape, like, fuck real concerts, quite frankly. If you could get the audio quality of a concert in a VR headset to do a digital concert, you wouldn't need it.
True, like it's already happening right now. The early stages.
Yeah, like one of the first VR things I've seen was just straight up VR music videos.
Yeah, the rapper Trippie Redd did the VR concert. He was in this room surrounded by a bunch of cameras, and he performed in there.
Okay, no, that's different. It's different, like VR concert where you're still looking at the fucking celebrity sitting in a chair. No, I'm talking more so a concert where you're sitting in a fucking void and then all of a sudden giants start walking towards you and their fucking footsteps are thundering around you, and it's just, dude, it's fucking different. Okay, like
not VR, but that did happen. In what's that game called? Fortnite. They have those Fortnite concerts, not VR, but
yeah, that's the thing. Like, yes, if you're gonna have digital concerts, why would you constrain yourselves to the bounds of reality?
Solely for promotional purposes, I think. To promote like a upcoming album or something like that, or upcoming tour.
Okay, look, the only reason I can think that you constrain yourself to realistic VR concerts is because you're fucking lazy and have no imagination.
Well, the standards are getting lower and lower these days.
Oh
with the
no,
younger
like
generation
after seeing fucking, like, okay, if there's any proof that imagination is dead in the highest echelons of the tech industry, all you have to do is look at Meta and the fucking metaverse, and you know that the people who work for that had to be some of the most boring, unimaginative, uncreative people in fucking existence.
Honestly, when they announced that shit kind of offended me. I was offended. Like, I don't know how to describe that feeling. I'm like, really? Like, Zuck the Cuck honestly thought this was a good idea? And he lost like what, 200 billion?
Oh yeah, he lost a shit ton of money.
Yeah, like he is only worth now like what, 40 something billion? Shit, he lost a lot of money.
Yeah. No, like, sorry, I'm sending this to you. Like, mute it so that you don't get fucking copyrighted. But this is a 360-degree video. So, like, you can literally, like, drag your mouse around. This is like, I have this as a fucking VR thing, so. But 360 video is probably about as close as you're going to get, short of actually paying for a headset.
Oh shit! Stop moving. Okay. Let's bring this bad boy up. All right, let's check it out. This was how long ago? Damn, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Huh. Hey, what the fuck? Okay. It's like a bad fever dream.
Yeah. In VR, you can grab those knives too.
What?
And
Oh,
you
yeah,
can't-
in VR.
Yeah, in
I was trying to
VR.
grab this shit. Like, get to me. So you can grab it within the video. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. Is that the devil? What the fuck? Oh, no. Well, kind of. That's crazy. So you're saying that the VR thing will only work if, it's just something that is created, manifested, like a completely new person, pretty much. That doesn't
No, it
exist.
won't only work. I just think, like, why the fuck would you limit yourself to a 360-degree video of a person doing a concert when this could be your fucking concert?
That is true. Whoa. Bro, if I was smoking the devil's lettuce right now, I'd be freaking out. This is so trippy. Goddamn. Woo.
Yeah. So yeah, like when I talk fucking VR concerts, I'm thinking shit like that, and that I also see as fucking limited. Like, oh god, like if I gotta fucking upgrade my computer and then like lock myself into a programming room for 2 months solid or whatever, just to fucking make something like beyond trippy as balls for that kind of stuff.
AC says, if this is sent to Undead Chronic when he's high, the warband will fall.
Okay, well, I'm pretty sure that Chronic probably wouldn't get taken out like that, but some of the shit that I've thought up that could be done in VR, I'd certainly fucking try.
So we can conclude that deepfake is pretty much going to be all over the place. Like, it's going to be good and bad in a lot of sections of society.
Yeah, like it's going to be used, like it's just going to get easier and easier to use, easier and easier to produce, and it's going to be used for all kinds of shit, both shit that's beneficial to us, shit that's harmful to us, and then a bunch of shit that we'll probably just point and laugh at because it'll be funny.
And as long as you don't have a presence such as a celebrity or a public figure, you won't be a target per se.
That's the thing. Like, the best defense against deepfake is don't put out your real face or your real name.
Okay. And where do you see? I'm pretty sure you already answered it. Where do you see deepfake being used the most?
The
Like, what,
most
like where do you believe that deepfake will have the most usage in the future?
meme videos.
You know what? I agree. I agree. I can't say no to that.
Yeah, no, just like who's going to use it the most? It's going to be used mostly for memes.
Oh, that'd be very bad. Not gonna lie, especially if you're well known and you just see all these deepfakes of yourself as a meme. God, that'd be horrible. Oh shit, that'd be so bad. Hopefully, you're not a narcissist because you'll go crazy. How dare they
You're
make fun
gonna-
of me?
Well, it's okay. Okay, deepfakes are going to be used for two things. I thought of the second thing that they will be used for. Porn.
Oh yeah. What wasn't
Yeah.
that person recently caught?
Yeah,
Uh,
that's true. Yeah, like, but that's the thing. That's what deepfakes will be most used for: memes and porn. And then they will also play a significant part in the information war. But most people are going to know them from memes and porn.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much to sum it up. Yeah, deepfake is going to get pretty interesting in the future. So yeah, as long as you don't have a crazy online presence or
What?
presence in general, you'll be okay.
So actually, you know what? I think that's going to be a lot for the waifu though. Because think about it. When deepfake technology gets good enough, you will be able to completely fake your photorealistic human. You'll be able to give her a realistic AI personality. Like, you could have a straight up online relationship with a virtual girlfriend that at that point is basically indistinguishable from a real girl, except she's not a total bitch and isn't hounding you for money.
So then e-girls will be going out of business.
Exactly. Deepfake waifus are going to replace e-thoughts.
Yeah, I honestly, this blindsided me. I didn't know that this was happening on OnlyFans. So it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Did you even read the article? No, we don't even need to read it.
Nah, we know. Like, all you have to do is see some of the AI generated work and then be like, "Yep, yep."
I still
yep,
don't
yep.
believe it. Like, I see the photo right here, and it said this is AI generated. What the fuck?
Take a look at the hands. That's like for the photo I saw with in the private warband Discord. It's like, okay, yeah, I can see that the clothes aren't quite right. Some of the proportions are off with the busts, and yeah, there's a bunch of errors with the hands. But at a glance, you wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah, you already know how men are when their testosterone are overflowing. They don't give a fuck.
So
2 fingers.
Yeah.
So
on that note, I think I'll probably be opening a waifu OnlyFans this weekend. Because why the fuck not at this point? Because if I make enough there, then I can upgrade my computer to generate more high-res images, better AI, and upgrade my gaming rig. So I'm gonna finance a new PC off of Simp Blood.
Oh god. Well, it's better for the money to go to a fellow brethren than these e-thoughts, in my opinion.
Also,
K's-
Kaze Fox, look, regular artists have trouble with hands. It's not surprising that AI does too.
I say give it a couple years.
Okay, now here's the thing, like, already, like, yeah, they have trouble with hands, but that really depends on the prompts that you put in and how exacting you are. Like that's the thing. Like, I've been working a lot with AI images, both for these thumbnails and also I'm currently doing something for Manic with it as well. You can get some pretty consistent hands. You just got to be willing to do a lot of iterations, or heck, just learn how to use basic photo editing in Photoshop and you can fix them up yourself.
Well, now that I think about it, the deepfake / AI technology will eventually put models out of business. Like professional models.
There's always been talks of that. Here's where I'm in disagreement, because like, models are meant to model clothing.
Yep.
Like, they're an advertisement for the clothing. So you'd have to make an AI learn the clothing and be able to replicate the clothing perfectly. And I'll be honest, that is just too difficult and time consuming.
Right now, yes.
No, like just all the details on cloth with how AI looks at it, it is just difficult and time consuming. The amount of photos you'd need to upload. Alternatively, you could just have a CGI model do it, but then you'd need to recreate the cloth, the physics of the cloth, transparency, lighting. Like it's difficult. Like to accurately create a photorealistic object where either a computer program or an AI algorithm could accurately recreate it consistently, it's very difficult. Like very difficult, very time consuming. It's not going to be more efficient than just putting a dress on a bitch.
I see what you're saying. It depends how much they want to try to invest in the because if they're going to have models, like if they're going to just create their own models and do all the other stuff, I'm sure they're not going to have that many models to model the clothing and stuff.
Yeah.
And whatever happens,
Now, what they could do instead, here's how I think that it would work in the modeling industry.
okay,
They get a moderately attractive to just at the very least not an obese land whale to wear the clothes, but maybe she's only like a 4 to 6 out of 10 in the face. And then they deep fake her with a more attractive model.
that's more efficient.
Like that's where I could see it entering into the model space, but not trying to model the clothes from scratch. They're basically going to do the deep fake porn thing, only they're going to put a celebrity test on a clothed body instead of a naked one.
So pretty much get some average chick, whether they're advertising big girl clothes or skinny girl clothes, and hey, put the shit on. Probably pay her pretty cheap, right? Because whatever, and then just fix up her face with deepfake stuff, and bam, good. Yeah, that's way more efficient.
Yeah,
I completely agree with that. Where's the oh, stop it. No. You guys are randomly talking about Biden. I don't know where that came from, but okay.
No, they're talking about the digital clothes as like, yeah, making digital clothes as hell. Literally, I think it's faster to create an actual outfit than a digital outfit.
And Cobra says, how do I know you're not a deepfake? Because we're responding to you.
Yeah, like if you can find a deep fake that can accurately recreate the kind of conversations that we're doing, I'm pretty sure that the US military would like to get in contact with you.
Oh, they'll be kicking down your door immediately. Oh, yeah.
Like if you could find an AI program that could accurately recreate everything that we're doing back and forth here, yeah, like that is some next level shit.
Yeah. Because then eventually it'll be like communism on steroids.
Beyond that too, like just like the back and forth you and I had, like I've done editing to get these clips. There's a lot of errors and pauses and a whole bunch of stuff that, quite frankly, an AI just wouldn't do. We are too flawed to be an AI.
Yeah. So that's why if they're able to somehow, some way, able to have a chat bot so advanced that they're able to actually keep up with the relevancy of the conversation, that's downright terrifying in my opinion.
Yeah.
That is terrifying.
And then also like pick and choose out stuff from the chat as the chat's being read and only pick out certain points rather than responding to every single comment.
Yeah.
Like at that point, the AI has passed the Turing test, and we have to start wondering whether or not we give it some kind of human rights.
No, I'll go full on racist.
Oh yeah, no, I'm absolutely in the points that like robots don't get the vote or anything.
Fuck all that. Like, we're gonna have a Detroit become human scenario. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
it's like I'm sorry, but if it gets to that point, then guess what? I'm ordering a shit ton of cell phones, putting an AI on each of them, and then I'm gonna go vote 50 million times for whoever the fuck I want.
What's it called? IYFM. Remember the Metal Gear Solid 2 AI speech? Yes. Pretty much the one that's able to read your memory card. Is that the one you're talking about?
Well, I know Psycho Mantis could do that in the first game. Honestly, Metal Gear Solid 2 was the one that I never actually finished.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm mistaking it for the first one. I don't know the second one. I don't remember.
Yeah, the second one was kind of panned because like Raiden was okay. Like Raiden is seen as like fucking cool now, but he didn't get to be cool until Metal Gear Solid 4 when he got the whole fucking cyborg ninja treatment. He was basically just pretty boy anime Solid Snake in the second one, and then he was literally a joke in the third one.
You ain't wrong, but I'm more of a yeah, attack me for it. I'm more of a Splinter Cell fan. I know the game is, long gone, but I love that series. I fucking loved it.
Yeah, no, I've only heard good stuff about the Splinter Cell series, so hey, like, I got nothing against it. I just have no frame of reference because I never played it.
Yeah, the co-op, which one was it? Double Age or something like that? The co-op mode you can play with somebody else. Oh, that was so much fun. I loved it. A lot of you guys are talking about AI, So deepfake is pretty much in itself, because I've seen the definition earlier today. I'm just going to read the definition. A deepfake is a video of a person in which their face or body has been digitally altered so that they appear to be someone else, typically used maliciously or to spread false information. So that's the big thing that me and Greg can agree on. The misinformation is going to get fucking wild in the future as deepfake technology gets better.
Yeah. And I'm just thinking that we can't stop it from showing up. So best thing we can do is start thinking of ways to use it for our own ends. It's like if you know we know technology is going to get introduced, we know roughly the quality level it's going to reach. We know how it's going to be used by people who don't like us. We better just start learning how to use it ourselves for what we want.
Exactly. I think there was that person yesterday say that Steven Crowder admitted that he was bi?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Supposedly, whatever he watched, that was deepfake, and he didn't even know. So I'm like, damn, people just got duped just like that. Like, see, that's why I believe is pretty dangerous, because Steven Crowder built his reputation for so long, like 8, 9, 10 years, and then just that one video makes a person switch just like that.
Did they really switch though?
Well, in my opinion, yeah, because I saw I'll look in the chat again from yesterday's stream. It was like, damn, I didn't know he was gay. Oh, I thought he was conservative. So I'm like, just that one video, damn, which pretty much correlates with your point, right? The masses, they're already fucking gullible. So
yeah, but that's the thing, like, because it doesn't need to be a fucking deep fake video, because people didn't go and see the video. They just heard us talking about the video. The video doesn't need to be real for people to talk about it.
True. But it does start the chain of events. Like
It starts it, but it's not necessary to start it. Like we could literally just pull that rumor out of our ass and it wouldn't matter whether the video was real or not.
true, but it does help solidify the lie if there was quote unquote proof.
Oh yeah, no, it helps. But if the people required proof to begin with, then we wouldn't be having this issue.
Was
Like-
it you, Revan?
Like it's always about the percentage of people who believe it. Will more people believe it if there's actual evidence? Sure. But it's not like nobody will believe it if there's no evidence.
Yeah, I agree. But damn, it's crazy. You sure, Revan, it was TFM? You sure? Because that must have been some very good technology if TFM fell for it. Or he was drunk or something. Who knows? Do. I knew it. They're fucking listening. I knew it. God damn it. Funny how you talk about Detroit. Now you two recommend it to me. I know.
Your phone
They're
is
fucking
always
listening.
listening.
Reverend said, yeah, he was freaking out, laughing his ass off. So damn, it even threw him off guard. That's some scary shit. What do we believe anymore? So, damn, will this be the plan for the powers to be to confuse the masses?
Just one more tool in their belt. It's not like they have like, oh, as soon as we have this technology, then they'll be under our control completely. Like, nah, like they're already using the tech, and I think they're experimenting with it because people can call out, oh, hey, this is a deep fake of Biden. Does the average person give a shit? Did the
Nope.
average person even fucking notice?
Nope.
If you pointed out the average person, would they even give a shit? No.
They don't even watch enough politics in the first place to know the difference.
And they could literally watch CNN fucking 12 hours a day and be hardcore politically into it, and they still wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah.
The only
'cause
people
like,
the only people that give a shit about Biden being deep faked are people who already don't like Biden.
I agree. I try to be as I try. Like I'm not saying that I'm not, but I try my best to be unbiased as possible. But Biden makes it very hard for me. Makes it very hard for me not to be biased. But even then, you know, at least people that actually looks at the bigger picture. You know, you can see the eyes threw me off because I'm like, hell no. Biden is always squinting. What the fuck is this? Why does he look like he's on that sugar booger? Like what the hell? His eyes are all wide-eyed. Damn you, Trump. You and your goddamn Twitter memes. Like, I don't know. It's just astonishing, but funny that the masses still fall for it. Like, when do you ever see Sleepy Joe all wide-eyed like that? Like, come on, y'all. Sloppy Joes. Well, that's the thing. Like, of course, gentlemen, I'm not the first one to talk about this. The first one to talk about this was Better Bachelor. And he definitely brought up some amazing points, you know, and his main point was misinformation. You know, like soon you won't even know what's real, what's not. And like I know it's already happening now, but it's going to get much worse as time goes on. And in my opinion, that's very fucking annoying because I like to have, you know, get to the core of the situation. But what if this deepfake and all this other craziness, it just scatters everything? It makes it very difficult for you to get to the truth. So that's going to be interesting. Get ready for the 2024 elections because that's going to be Very interesting.
You'll never have heard Biden more coherent ever.
He's built like fucking like a bodybuilder and shit.
Yeah, he's gonna be like you're gonna ask like, "Where's Biden?" And then fucking Senator Armstrong with Biden's head's gonna walk out there. Mr. President, behind your transformation, nanomachines, son.
America is the greatest it's ever been. Okay, we're not disease running to the core. We're prosperity. Like whoa, no.
Now
He's
you're
gonna be the
have-
complete opposite of Senator Armstrong.
You're gonna have Senator Armstrong Biden and Senator Armstrong Trump just fucking going at it.
That would be great entertainment. That would be amazing entertainment.
I mean, thinking about it, there was a thing where some VTubers, they'd use like the latest WWE video game.
Yeah.
They'd make themselves as the characters. It's a bunch of dainty females being like, but their avatars in the game are like jacked dudes. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh God.
But that I was just imagining like, well, what if you did that with like the presidential candidates and you just recreated them as accurately as you could, and then you just had the AI go to town on each other.
This is how we're going to decide who's going to be president. Akorba says, "Who you calling Pinhead?" Yeah, that's pretty much what's going to happen in the debates.
Okay, let's be honest. Two evenly matched AIs going at it in a video game would probably be a more honest and fair election process.
I agree 1,000,000%. Because Chad, do you really believe that your votes matter? Because if it truly did matter, do you think they'll let you vote? Think on that. The people in power wants to stay in power. Where's the It's a fighting game for Brazilian president. Yeah. Hopefully they'll make a fighting game for all, There was one on it was years ago, like Crazy Monkey Games or Addicting Games, like those flash games where politicians, they fight to the death. Whoa, Gray, are you good to go when it comes to this topic?
Yeah, I think we've covered it about as in depth as we can.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be watching a few videos on this deepfake thing so I can have a better understanding before I go to bed.
Yeah, I gotta do some prep work for tomorrow because it's gonna be fucking busy.
Well, if you have time tomorrow to have a new topic on the other channel, I'm down.
Yeah, no, I'll probably have some time. It's just a question of when and how much other stuff. Because like streaming is one thing, but like I got, me, I've always got a billion things on my plate.
Yep, same here. Tomorrow's Friday, so I'm going to have to prepare to help the big old family with the backyard because they're lazy as shit sometimes, but it's all good. We already did a summary, right? So we're pretty much good to go. Thank you very much, chat, for sitting through this mayhem of a conversation. This was a great time to have a little squabble about what deepfake may or may not do in the future when deepfake gets to a point where it'll be very difficult for you to know who is real and who is not, what information is true and what information is false. You know, and the misinformation connected to a face, a deep fake face. Oh yeah, it's going to be World War III when it comes to misinformation. Oh yeah. So hopefully you enjoyed the gems that we dropped on you as well. And tomorrow we're going to go right back to the other channel. So we are out. Peace.
Peace out.